Hello, my loves. Good morning. So, first and foremost, if you are seeing these videos, if you are liking these videos, if this does something for you, I would love to hear from you that you want these videos to continue. So, just make a little comment below. And the first thing that I want to address this morning is for you when you're out in the world. If you ever feel an off vibe, just leave. Don't stick around to figure out what it is. Don't stick around to try to win those people over or prove something or tell yourself that you can fit into a space that you're not even meant to be in. Okay? If you walk into a place and something is off about the server, about the bartender, about the environment, about whatever it is, walk right back out. And I know this, and I've done that plenty. And I've also said, oh, this is good enough. I can stay. Even though I've gotten an off vibe in the first 3 to 5 minutes, when I should have just said, no, I'm good. I'm going to go find somewhere else where the love is. Okay? So why do we stay in places trying to convince people, whether it's strangers or friends or family, to like us, to love us, when they probably don't even like or love themselves? Okay? And you know, my loves, if someone does not like you, okay? I don't care who that is. Okay? You know what you know, what you know. So why do we keep going to places trying to win people over when we could just leave those places and go to places that are actually in alignment, where the minute you walk through those doors, there is nothing but love because you're all vibing you're just all vibing. You love them, they love you, all is good, you're totally synced up, all the things. Okay, there are so many places where you could be spending your time, your energy, and money. Billions of people in this world. And there are some that are totally synced up for you. So leave those places that just don't vibe with you and go find something else. Okay, I won't even get into the actual story, but just a message for all of us today. But there is a story that I want to relay that I thought about this morning on my morning walk/run. And that is about my friend Joe from Denver, Colorado, who unfortunately is no longer with us. But I wanted to relay a bit of his story because I think it's really important. So I met Joe when I moved to Denver, like the second time, 2012-ish. And we went out a few times and dated a little bit for a little bit of time and all the things. And Joe really liked to party. Okay. He was living downtown Denver. He had this really cool, like, high-rise condo apartment thing right in the city. So we would go down there and have, like, fun nights out, go to sporting events, like all the things. And he was also a business guy. So I think he was part of a company. It wasn't just his own, but it was like him and a couple other guys that were running this company. But essentially, he wasn't fully happy in Denver. And on one of our times that we went out over, a meal and some wine, he told me, I know that I need to get to North Carolina and just live on a boat. Like, I know that is what my life is meant to be. Okay. And the way he was so convicted of it, and it was totally his heart and soul speaking, all those things, like he knew that, right? And the reality is unfortunately he never got there because he kept living in Denver and staying in Denver and trying to make Denver work. But because it wasn't fully aligned with him, then he kept numbing out, checking out with drugs and alcohol. Okay. And I didn't really know what he was all into, but so he kept that going and unfortunately ended up dying because of an overdose. Okay. And again, like myself and two other people who were friends of his, like we had no idea he was into all that. So all that being said, my loves, okay, if you know that a place is not right for you and you know in your heart and soul that you are meant to be somewhere else, You have to do everything in your power to get to that place. Okay? And yes, the universe is going to work with you. The universe roadblocks you when you're doing something or in a place or in a location that you're not meant to be. Like literally it will kick you out. Okay? I've had this in different areas where it's like, nope, totally not meant for me to be here. The energies, the spirits, even the people were like kicking me out. Okay? And that's not to say you're bad or anything about you is bad. You simply don't belong there, my loves. Okay? And so all that being said, like, I don't care if it's like working 3 jobs or selling all your stuff or like whatever it is. Of course, you should and can have a plan and not do things impulsively, right? But you need to go there. You need to go where your heart and soul is meant to be, because that is where your best life is possible. And the other areas that you're like trying to force yourself in or staying in out of complacency or, oh, this is comfortable or it's so hard to make a change. But then you find yourself engaging in habits or substances or things that don't truly benefit you at all, to stay in that place because you're not truly happy. So you have to numb out, you have to check out, right? We need to let all that go and get in alignment and get disciplined and get focused, right? And move all of our energy in the direction of our dreams, of that location, of that business, of that thing that we know is totally meant for us. Got it? And allow the people, the resources, the time and energy. This is something that I have learned so much in the last year and a half. God is going to send you strangers to support you when you need it most. It more than likely is not going to be your family, your friends, or the people closest to you right now. It is going to be complete strangers that are going to help you get to where you are meant to be, my loves, because they want to invest in you, because they see something that the people closest to you don't see because they're too close to it. Okay? It's someone who's further away that can see more of the full picture of what you're doing, of what you're creating. Those are going to be the people that come in and pour into you and pour into your business and invest in the things that you are doing. Got it? Would love to hear from you on this one. Comments, questions, insights below as always. Much love to my friend Joe from Denver, who's on the other side. He came into my dream one night shortly after he had passed, and he was like, I'm not dead. And I'm like, I know. And so, of course, the spirit, the energy, the soul lives on. So much love, my friends. Happy Monday. I will see you all again very soon. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Much appreciated.